The year was 1919. Woodrow Wilson was President of the United States. Automobiles had appeared on the scene. Standard Optical Company was a big business in Geneva. And some folks got interested in starting a Rotary Club in Geneva. They felt the time was right for a local service club. Leading the formation of the club was Geneva attorney Eddie John Cook. Cook linked up with the Elmira Rotary Club, which became Geneva's sponsoring club. 25 Genevans became charter members at the organizational meeting on May 12, 1919, at the Hotel Seneca. That was the first time a Geneva Rotary Club meeting was called to order. Since then, for 100 years, Rotarians have been meeting weekly in Geneva at the Hotel Seneca on Exchange Street, the Home Dairy on Seneca Street, the Lafayette Inn on Beans Hill, Seneca Lake Country Club, the American Legion, the Lionstone Restaurant on Route 14, Proddy's Restaurant on Avenue E, the Belhurst Castle, and the Ramada Inn. More than 80 men and women belong to the club today. Today, the weekly one-hour Rotary meetings are called to order at Geneva Country Club every Wednesday at noon. A lot of things have changed in 100 years. But one thing for sure hasn't changed. Rotarians from all walks of life get together for fellowship, fun, and sharing information. Normally, the first thing on the weekly meeting agenda is announcements. Rotarians are involved in community service. After all, Rotary is a service club. Members' announcements are often community projects and events they're involved in, and also about Rotary projects and events. The motto of Rotary is service above self.
And let us live by the four-way test of all things we think, say, and do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And our club members live it every day. Our club raises a lot of money throughout the year, upwards of $30,000. And basically, we give it all away in sponsorships, grants, and contributions.
I came here just to try to be part of the community and contribute in any way I can. I just recently came off the board and acquired a little more free time, the board of the local Geneva Little League. And I asked a friend if there was other organizations in the area that could use some help. He suggested Rotary. And so it certainly has checked that box of being part of the community and feeling like you're contributing. But mostly it's the friendship and the fellowship that I've learned and the great people that I've met over the last 5 or 6 years or so.
I've been a member of Geneva Rotary since 2005. After I retired from my position in Atlanta, Georgia, I moved back home and I was looking for something to do that would fill my time and contribute something to the community, and Rotary filled the bill.
Rotary gives everybody an opportunity to serve as much or as little as their schedule allows them to do. And it's just, it's become a very big part of my life, and I'm very happy I was asked to join, and I'm very happy that I did.
I've been a Rotarian for 12 years. I was a Kiwanian for 35 years prior to that, and so I'm the only guy in Geneva that I know of that served as president of both service organizations. And I had a great time at the Kiwanis Club, but I've had a better time with the Rotary, especially when we found out what we do in the community and around the world.
Rotary International is heavily involved in the eradication of polio around the world. Every meeting, the club has a 50-50 raffle, half of which goes to the Polio Plus Drive.
I've been a member of the Geneva Rotary for about 5 years now. And I joined because I saw what Rotary was doing not only in our community, but our state and our nation. And when I joined Rotary, I found that we also do so much internationally, which was sort of mind-blowing to me. And one of the things that really got my attention is what we're doing for Polio Plus, which is help eradicate polio throughout the world.
My main thing here now is selling 50-50 tickets that go to the benefit of Polio Plus. The Rotary Club has been instrumental in getting near to the complete elimination of polio. We still have a ways to go. There's very few cases anymore, but we've got to get rid of those too.
Literacy is another focus, and Geneva Rotary has supported the Geneva Public Library for years. Fundraising gets underway in earnest with our annual Service Above Self Gala event in April at Club 86. The school district backpack program, providing food for kids on weekends, is a beneficiary of this event. The gala is a celebration of community service for all, not just Rotarians. We honor community members with awards, such as the Springstead Award for Outstanding Community Service. Paul Harris Fellows are also recognized at the event. Our Rotary Grants program follows in June, when we award an average of $20,000 in grants to projects and organizations in Geneva, especially focusing on helping children in the community.
I'm chairman of the Benevolent Committee, and one of the things we do is annually we have a grant program which we advertise, and we give out guidelines for it. And last year we gave out 16 grants for just about $16,000. I think over the years, we've started this in 2007, and I think over the years we've given some $150,000 in grants to local tax-exempt organizations for projects mostly that involve the children of Geneva, but we give it to other programs too that are worthwhile, and this is an annual program that we've been doing for years.
The Rotary Golf Tournament is a highlight of the good weather months. Money from the tournament helps fund the DARE program run by the Geneva Police Department. DARE warns fifth graders of the dangers of drug abuse. Our winter fundraiser is one of the neatest things you'll ever participate in. It's the Rotary Santa Train in early December, where kids get to ride a Finger Lakes Railroad passenger train and get some FaceTime with Santa and Mrs. Claus to get their wish lists in. Not to mention all the elves singing Christmas carols and the hot chocolate. People come from all over the region for Christmas cheer riding the rails.
I'm good friends with Santa Claus for our Santa Train. The Santa Train raises money for Camp Ansiawa, which is the camp for special needs kids, and all 100 of those kids get to go to the camp for free. Santa told me one of the best stories that he ever got from one of his kids when asking on the Santa Train, "Were you a good boy this year?" And he looked at Santa and said, "Man, I did the best I could." And that is what I look at as Rotary, is we do the best we can.
But we don't do everything to raise money. We also help out in the community just because people need help. Rotarians have been ringing the Salvation Army red kettlebells during the Christmas season for some time. This tradition began many years ago and continues today. Rotarians also go out on a Saturday morning and clean up part of Route 14 south of Geneva. They volunteer at the community lunch program, and they staff a water station for the Finger Lakes Health Cubby Chase race. Club members played a lead role in starting Rotary Camp Ansiawa on Seneca Lake in 1956. The camp offers a true summer camp experience for children with special needs and is supported by Rotary clubs throughout the region. Among the projects supported by Geneva Rotary over the years are the Student Loan Fund in 1923, Learn to Swim campaign in 1929, Boy Scout Camp Babcock-Hovey in 1939, and its pool in 1966, Rheumatic Fever Clinics in 1946, the Junior Rotarian Program in 1973, Community Chest United Way in 1935, the Interact Club in 1995, providing school recess lunches and suppers at the Boys and Girls Clubs in 1997, and the Rotaract Club and the establishment of a club foundation so that contributions to club benevolent and philanthropic programs would be tax deductible starting in 2009. Rotarians are also proud of the youth groups associated with our club. Interact for Geneva High School students and Rotaract for students of Hobart and William Smith colleges. It's all about service above self. It's not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life.
My name is EQUINOZZI, and I am the president of the Interact Club, which is the high school branch of the Rotary Club, and this is...
I'm DEVANEY. I'm a senior at Geneva High School, and I'm just a member of the club.
So personally, what Rotary's done for me is it's definitely allowed me to travel and have all of these wonderful experiences, and it's a memory that I'll always have.
Interact has given me the opportunity to give back to Geneva, and I do a lot of programs with children here. We had an Easter egg hunt last week that we got to work with. We do the Santa Train every year, and it's just given me a lot of chances to just give back to my community.
If you were paying attention so far, you might think that all Rotarians do is community service. Not true. Our weekly meetings are social occasions when you get to see old friends and make new friends.
Our meetings are not just Rotary meetings. They're a fellowship. Our people love to come to meetings and enjoy each other's company. And as you can see from today, when the meeting is over and adjourned, people are hesitant to leave. They want to stay and have company with their friends.
Rotary is a great thing for us to do. In our club, there's several couples who come on a weekly basis, and it's a good thing to do together and get involved, volunteer, spend time with loved ones, with friends, with colleagues, and Geneva Rotary is going down the right track for 100 years, and we like having couples here.
I've been a Geneva Rotarian for a number of years now, and for me the best part is absolutely the friends that I have developed over the years, and they are some of my best friends now. But the reason I really joined Rotary was to give back to the community. The Geneva Rotary has been very well known in the community as being a stalwart in supporting other groups, entities, mostly to support children.
And most importantly, you get a chance to have some fun. Maybe brag about your grandchildren. Maybe gently make fun of your good friends. Maybe salute your favorite sports team's accomplishments. There is also an educational aspect of Rotary meetings. Most weeks, there is a 15 to 20-minute program about something happening in the community. Everything from our elected officials to cider making and wine tasting in the Finger Lakes. So as you can see, there is something for everybody in the Geneva Rotary Club. There are local projects. There is volunteering. There are international projects, there is education, and there is fun.
I've been looking up the history of Rotary since this is our 100th anniversary, and I think our very first president, a gentleman named Edward Dean, would be proud the way the organization has grown and continued to do good in the community and elsewhere.
That about sums it up, and that is all for now, folks. We need to get busy on the next 100 years. We don't know what the years will bring, but we can be sure that Rotarians will be doing good in the community and having some fun, because that is what it's all about.